Hello, and welcome back to the Kerbal Space program. My name is WWDem, but you already know that. As you see, the stable orbit, as well as world first of a lot of Minmus stuff, and exploring Minmus. Yeah, now just get back, basically. Which means we are going to lift off the ground that are here in and go roughly this direction. Gonna go for a 10-kilometer orbit. We have plenty of fuel to slow down when we are at the orbit. And just a roll rate. Excuse me, okay. Since we kind of need to go all the way around once, let me get the periapsis actually above where it is now. Go more 10-ish kilometers. And then we just burn back from here. Oops. That's nothing. We're basically entering the atmosphere at full speed. 208, that's not enough yet. That might be too much. Keep that up. I said keep that up. What the fuck are you doing? Is it so hard to click on that periapsis? There we go. Also, is it so hard to have outlines on fucking writing? Because this is unreadable. Or at least borderline unreadable. $66. Or 45, that's fine. Can easily survive that. We have the shields for it. We're going to aim at that maneuver node. Hello. React. And we're going to time warp until that maneuver node. Then we're going to ignore that there's still 60 seconds left before the maneuver node, and just before the burn for the maneuver node, and just burn out. And we are crashing into the planet. What the fuck? What's that? By turning my ship, I can make those icons move off the planet. That makes no sense. Oh, retrograde is the other side. Idiot. Doesn't matter. Just said, that's fine. I want a maneuver node right about here. And then we're going to go out of Minmus' sphere influence. Bye, Minmus. Okay, and then we're going to and work all the way down here. Now, according to trajectories, we are not going to land on this first pass through, but basically, I don't care what the trajectories is saying in this case, because we have fuel left, so we can basically slow down to 0. Oh, well, actually, almost, but yeah, whatever. Before we enter the atmosphere, we're going to take off most of our speed. Thank you. So we're basically going to slow down to like 2,000 meters per second by just burning our engines. Which means we are now also officially landing. I'm just going to kill the engines here for a moment. So this should be fine. This is just a re-entry from like hardly any height at the moment. Before our engines get completely inefficient though, I'm just going to burn the rest of the fuel. Just so we're easier to slow down. Okay. We are landing on that land. That's nice. We're landing right here. You're not exactly... whatever. We are no longer over that. Okay, good. We are landing the border. Better than landing on the friggin' mountain again. Like on the first time we recovered this. I think I'm also not going to leave the legs out just because I'm probably not into losing the legs, and I might lose them if I leave them out, because then there'll be tolerance in water for those. Water landing, complete, recover. Okay, so that's a bunch of science, that's the parts back, and that's Jam and Bob back at now at level 2. Also, that is the launch clamps, so we can put those real quick. Okay, so that's world first, return from Minmus surface, return from orbit of Minmus. Already repurposing parts of the vessel from Minmus for the mission's good work. Okay, cool, nice. Didn't know that you know that we have a fully reusable space program. Okay, that's the science data missions. So that's literally all done. Explore Minmus, rendezvous to vessels in orbit of Minmus. I'd rather wait a day until that's gone, because I do not want to rendezvous shit in any orbit. Build a new orbital station around the moon. Not exactly what I have in mind. Fly tourists safely to their destinations, also not what I have in mind. Satellite in specific orbit of Minmus. I'd rather take my own specific orbit. Science data from space around Kerbal, that's easy. That's just literally any science from space around Kerbal. I'm going to make a freaking relay network anyway, so I might as well just put on something there. But I'm gonna see if once I have an actual thing up there. Well, it's still easy. It's gonna happen eventually. Build a new surface outpost on Minmus. No. I do not do a colonization playthrough here. Conduct temperature surveys on the moon, ferry tourists, rescue somebody. The Twitch in orbiting Minmus. Yeah, sure, no. Position satellite in geosynchronous orbit of Kerbal. Well, that's a new unmanned probe, reach designated orbit, have a material spray, have a thermometer, have a visibly cool and maintain stability. That's basically, well, I mean, it's a little bit more than what I wanted for my satellites, for my relay satellites, but basically that's put a relay satellite up there. That pays for the entire mission of putting relay satellites up there. Not that we have money problems. Test landed on. Why would I test the space shuttle engine on Minmus? Or a hard point landed at the moon? That's not really something I can see a reason for doing. What I can see a reason for doing, though, is researching. In particular, I'd like the first relay antenna. And while we're at it, the second relay antenna. So we just build everything with the second one from the start. This thing has 50 gigameters of range, while this only had like, wait, if that has the same range, I don't think that is what I'm looking at. RA15, RA2. So this is definitely the higher. That has the same thing. That just doesn't say here, it says in the frickin' can I make it say that? Yes, there. There we go. 22.4 gigameters, while this has 61.2 gigameters. While this has basically 158, which is all the way out to, I think it should reach all the way to Eagle at any point. Either way, we can just put something in between, like jewel and brass, if we need extra, or add jewel. Could work too. Basically, a relay satellite around every planet wouldn't be the worst to have. Because that way we will always be able to communicate. Relay satellite would network around every planet. So we don't need one around the sun. And we can always communicate from any planet away from the surface. Just something that I like for consistency, having a relay network wherever we're going. So I might just end up doing a nice mission to every planet before we go there that lets us communicate home by putting a relay satellite around, or like a relay satellite network in stationary orbit around that planet. The first planet we obviously go to would be Duna, so the stationary orbit for that would of course be Ike's orbit, so we only do one satellite across from Ike and 45 degrees from Ike, or 45, 90 degrees to that axis between the first satellite and Ike, and then like another 4 around Ike. So we always have connection no matter what. So there would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 satellites. Yeah, that should be fine. Either way, that's probably going to be with those anyways. So, first of all foldable panels, and that's the small stuff. Don't necessarily need that right now. That's the bigger fuel tanks. That's the claw. And since we still need to get something down, that should be something that we actually get right now. And one of these. Since I want to land on Duna with a plane, we might as well get plane parts at some point. But yeah, we might as well get plane parts right now, since basically we're going out of the system after this. So that. I'm not entirely sure how I'll do that yet. Oh, hey, Griffin. But this stuff is actually pretty useful as well. Bigger landing gear. We need more science, is what I'm saying. But yeah, first things first, and the first thing is getting a relay network around Kerbal with the first small satellite. Which means we're building a little dispenser for 4 satellites. So I'm just going to use the Octo. I'm not going to do this as a manned mission. I'm going to use the Octo as the main thing for the dispenser. And then this. Fine, basically. The ones that fold back in, since we're going to have to bring this back. This here. Okay. Then a little little tower here, and like 4 of these, and then basically on these decouplers. Decoupler. Those should be fine. No, the other way around. So they stay on the frame. Then they get like really small engines, basically sparks, yeah. Then again, I can just do all the maneuvering with the main ship, so at least don't need engines. I don't want to use parts on my stuff that don't need to be there. So they just get, I guess the hex is enough for this. Look here which way you're looking, basically. Since you are basically only going to get like 1, 2. Nice touch, normally. Better. Then they need like at least 1 battery for when they're out of the sun. They're gonna need, well, they're not gonna need, but they're gonna get the minimum requirement for being useful other than doing relay. And then the RA15 relay antenna. And then just because this is gonna be a little bit weird otherwise, I'm gonna make you point out a bit because I kinda need this to fit in the fairing. Okay, strutting. From here to here. You can actually keep the thing on this time. Here to here. From here to here. And then payload the fairing. That's fine. You are just two sides, large action force. Pure white. Auto strut. Additionally to the auto strut, some real strut. And that's also going to harbor the parachutes for coming back. Since obviously this entire thing is coming back. When the things are deployed. So we need like a bunch of delta V under that. This is gonna be the relay deployer. These are gonna be. Oh hey, I can make these gold or silver. Gold satellites look better. Yeah, gold foil for reasons. By the way, action groups. This is gonna be toggle and no, not stage. 1 is gonna be toggle. 2 is gonna be expand of these. Which are also always going to deploy once they are staged off. Okay, so that goes to geostationary orbit. A bunch of times, actually, because I'm going to burn the orbit back down to the point where we are like a quarter circle off once we come back up, and then burn back up and do that until all the things are deployed. So I think we'll go with quite the big amount of fuel on this. And a very efficient engine if possible. So let me see. Okay. Poodle takes six and 8 for 350. Cheetah takes 3 and 3 for 355. Thrust. Way less. Not even way less. This is actually the better engine. What the hell? So thrust to 80 to 50 and thrust 125. Well, I don't know. What about a skiff? 300. Takes a lot of stuff though. Main cell definitely overpowered. Skipper is not very efficient. I think the most efficient engine we have is the Poodle. Wildcat. Border turbines and way more. I don't know. That's the Terrier. Well, 4 of those give me 4 times 60. That's 240. So this is still more efficient than 40 tops. Areas. Good. Why do you want to make so many? So this gives me 4,000 delta V. That should be enough for getting everything done. Okay. Oh yeah, by the way, what I actually wanted to point out like this. Configure vessel naming, put that one down, Kerbal relay 1. That's a relay satellite. Sat. U. Kerbal relay 2 relay. U. Kerbal relay 3 relay. U. Kerbal relay 4 relay. Relay deployer. That's where you're actually going. Okay. Okay, good. I think we're going to design the rest of this ship in the next episode. Until then, I'd say leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe for more, and until next time, I'm Bye.